Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Rafan bin Azman, and I will be kickstarting this presentation with the with the title of our project, which is the hydro dam. The next slide represents the contents of our whole project, which is the first one is introduction. In general, the explanation of a hydro dam. Second one is the construction process, which is the process of constructing the hydro dam and the components in the hydro dam. The third one is the technology, which is the technology used within the hydro dam. The fourth one is the issue, which is the challenge faced on the construction. And the last one is the conclusion, which summarizes the whole project on the hydro dam, on why the hydro dam is useful. Our group members consist of 4 people, including me, Muhammad Nur Rafan, Muhammad Nabil, Muhammad Isuddin, and Muhammad Adit. On to the first one, which is the introduction. Okay, so the hydroelectric dam is one of the major components of a hydroelectric facility. It is also a large man-made structure built to contain water, which better known as reservoir, and it is constructed for the purposes of to generate hydroelectric power, to control river flow, and to regulate flooding. Last one is the small dams in rivers, which are called wells to measure water flow.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adit bin Salim. So I will continue with the construction of the hydro dam. Firstly, before we start the construction, the water is diverted or prevent from moving through the construction site. The foundation area is clean, excavate and rocks or sediment that will act as the foundation repel and dim soil. Support known as rock bolts may be used to strengthen the foundation. Above the dam, rock bolts and netting may be used to prevent rocks from falling on the dam. Forms are then built along the edge of the dam. Rebar is placed inside and the concrete is pumped in. This is done in section, and the concrete is poured bit by bit in a block formation. Once enough of the dam is built, the reservoir is allowed to fill in a highly controlled manner. And lastly, the dam is monitored during this process. Other structure that makes the dam operate then add to the dam. There are 6 primary components required to construct a hydro dam. Firstly is the dam. Second is the pressure tunnel. Third is the surge tank. Then the fourth is the valve house. The fifth is the penstock, and lastly is the powerhouse.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nabil bin Mahiri, Geometry AA20310. For this project, I will talk about the technology for hydro dam. They have 2 technology for hydro dam. The first is the spillway gate. This spillway gate is adjustable gate which can control the water flow of river, stream, and reservoir. This gate act as a type of barrier as well for storage of additional water. They also help to pass water safely and in a controlled way around, over and through a dam when there is an excess of water. So how it works? It works by controlling the size of opening between the gate and the reservoir. The smaller the opening, the more water will enter the reservoir. When the gate is closed, it creates a wall between the reservoir and the river. There are 3 main ways that spillway gates work. That is gravity, hydraulic, and mechanical. gravity is rely on the phase of the gravity to move the water. Hydraulic use the hydraulic power to move the water, and the last one is mechanical is used to move the water using a motors. The second technology for the hydro dam is the turbine technology. This technology is used to convert the kinetic energy into electrical energy. So the source of the kinetic energy is the moving water, and the generator is the technology that produce the electricity. So the hydropower is one of the oldest source of energy for producing mechanical and electrical energy. 1,000 years ago, people use the hydropower to turn the pedal wheel on river to clean grain. So the first industry used the hydropower to generate electricity is the United States. The process for the turbine is first is water moving from the pipe flow at the dam and through a turbine to spinning the turbine blade. So the faster the water, the faster the blade will rotate. The turbine blade will connected to the generator which produce electricity. So if the blade rotate fastly, the more electricity will produce. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Izzuddin bin Zahinuddin. My number matrix is AA200517, and today I will present about the issue of the water dam turbine. Every construction has several issues, and here are the possible challenges when constructing the water dam turbine. First is damage to environment. Change in the water regime and sediment flow, separation of the basin into distinct portions, flooding of land, and changes in the natural condition of the establishment and aquatic and riparian ecosystem are all variables that influence the degree of environmental damage. Next is the material defect. Material flaws and other components in the water turbine are monitored throughout the manufacturing and installation process, eventually lead to the component failure. Next, there are also cavitation. Cavitation occurs when the water of pressure changes rapidly, causing voids or bubble. This may shorten the life of the hydro turbine caused by this cavitation. And last but not least is improper mechanical. The recurrent action of strains in component materials may result in cracks as a result of incorrect corrosion. Water entering through the ceiling of the box and other seal used in the turbine's assembly causes corrosion fatigue. That's all from me, thank you.
And we meet again as I will be presenting about the conclusion of the project. As for the conclusion, we should encourage the use of hydropower because it doesn't cause air pollution or greenhouse gas. Hydropower is one of the cleanest source of energy and is also the most reliable and cheapest. There are many reasons why using more hydroelectric power or hydroelectricity is good, like for instance, the fact that hydroelectric power is clean, renewable source of energy that doesn't contribute to global warming and climate change like fossil fuels such as oil do. The hydroelectric power plants ensure absolute delivery of electricity by enabling a steady and regular production of electricity, which isn't the same with other renewable energy sources like solar and wind energy. Hydroelectric power plants have very long history of use and generate the largest share of renewable energy in the world, much more than solar, wind and geothermal energy do. Using hydropower has mostly great advantage. It could help us make more electricity faster, consistently and sustainably for the future. Thank you.